Now that's how you direct a sequel. Now that's how you direct a sequel. Yo, what up? Welcome back to another episode of Q Reviews. In this Q Review, we'll be going over Bad Boys for Life, the third movie in a 25-year spanning franchise known as the Bad Boys. It's been 17 years since Bad Boys 2, and let me tell you something about 1995 when Bad Boys came out, such a huge deal. That theme music I can hear playing in my head right now, but it was a big deal because this young boy from Philadelphia, born and raised with a playground where he spent most of his days, known as Fresh Prince, and your boy Martin Lawrence had the two hottest television shows on TV at the time, arguably the two best series of the 1990s. So when it was the time that you got director Michael Bay, who had made The Rock previously, came together, the two biggest television stars came together on the big screen. You had a young Will Smith, a young Martin Lawrence, probably at the height of their television careers, to make a movie. We were so hyped to see this on screen. The last time we see the, two black cops was never. So 17 years later, how does it hold up? They releasing Bad Boys 3 in January, where movies get shit on and get shit upon, where, they don't believe in a certain franchise. But I'm here to tell you right now that Bad Boys 3 may be the best movie in the overall trilogy. I can't even believe I'm saying this. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, they just got it. When they on screen together, their chemistry is off the chain. I mean, you just can't buy this stuff. You believe in their characters. Quick story of Bad Boys 3. There's a villain from this past coming out to put out a hit on Mike Lowry, so they got one more ride to go, and thus for the shenanigans happen throughout this film. Man, this film kind of blew me away. The plot in this movie is really good. The story is actually really good, deeper than I think any of the Bad Boys movies have been thus far, and it's some twists and turns that just had me emotionally invested in this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because you've been riding for this long, and I'm thinking in January, because I didn't love the trailers for this movie, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. This action looks kind of cheesy, like this might not do it, but I was surprised how emotionally invested I got into this plot. I have not seen that much passion in an action movie franchise in a while. Everybody on set looked like they were enjoying themselves. They was having fun. You can tell Will Smith here is giving it his all. Like, he never turns in a bad performance, but here you can tell he cared. Same thing as Martin Lawrence. You can tell they really cared about the production and what was going on. And the two directors, the new director, Michael Bay, is not directing this film. I'm not going to even attempt to try to explain the names of the directors, because I'll have to go through a bunch of edits and cuts. But just know these two dudes were fresh, and I think they were handpicked by Michael Bay to direct this film. Now, I'm gonna say something that's a little negative about the movie. The action is not quite on a Michael Bay's level. Like, how the fuck you don't get on a Michael Bay level with action? It's just over the top and ridiculous. But it was missing, if I say, just a little bit of Michael Bay's signature stank on Bad Boys. I thought it always worked with Bad Boys. Maybe that's me. People would hate it, but it does have improvement on story, so I give them that. But the action, I think, in Bad Boys 3 could have just used a little bit more visual flair, if that makes any sense. It could have used up a little bit more visual flair. The action's not bad here at all. I'm not saying the action's bad, but there's a couple spots I can tell were green screen. It's a chase scene that's just, it's just whack. It just looks whack. Budget restrictions. I think, that they were restricted at the budget, because I see these directors directing some good action scenes. I think they can be better, maybe the next one, because Bad Boys 4 is already in development as I'm recording this video. That's to say, because Bad Boys made over, it's pushing 60 million, I think. It might hit 70 million by Monday. That's crazy for a January release. I think they got the all-time record right now for a movie released in January for the box office. Everywhere I went, I was trying to get a ticket on Saturday night. It was sold out. It was sold out. But we showed up. Let me tell you that black people showed up to support Bad Boys even after 17 years later. That shows that this franchise is not dead. With Bad Boys 3 being released here in January, I think it's going to benefit this movie because I didn't think the studios had enough faith in this movie to do the numbers that it needed to do like a summer blockbuster. But now that it's in January, it's gonna clean the hell up because sorry, Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man, love you 3000, but I don't think Doolittle's gonna do it, son. It just ain't. You still got the powerhouse of Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Obviously, Will Smith is doing most of all the dramatic lifting when it comes to the acting, and of course he's probably doing way more stunts and way more physical work in this movie than Martin Lawrence. But Martin Lawrence, yo, when he hits that comedy, dog, he hit some lines that just had me fucking dying. He is fucking still hilarious, yo. He shows you why he's Martin Lawrence. I think overall comedically, Bad Boys 2 might have it by an edge, but it's still some fucking hilarious parts. This movie was just more I had more emotional investment in this Bad Boys. Like sometimes, like I don't know, they might not make it out of some of this shit, you know what I'm saying? Some of this stuff I was like, damn, this shit is getting pretty good, you know? I ain't too old for this shit, and apparently Will Smith and Martin Lawrence ain't too old for this shit yet, because the Bad Boys 4 is already in development. And if you can bring me a solid film like this, you know, with that same chemistry that Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, I think they just naturally have that. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they might have the best dual cop action on chemistry on screen. Who's better, like Mel Gibson and Danny Glover? Pretty awesome, but the chemistry between Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, I don't know. I'm going Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, you know? All in all, Bad Boys 3, Bad Boys for Life surprised the hell out of me. This movie had no reason being this goddamn good, but it was. Only gripes that I think I have, it's a little long, but I didn't mind because Will Smith and Martin Lawrence definitely carried it through. It was some action scenes that they used this weird blurring face for the stuntmans, and then you can really tell because it looked like that movie Frailty where the face is all morphing out weird. That took me out of the movie. The action is not as strong as Michael Bay yet, but it's definitely violent as hell. It's a knife scene that was shot like almost John Wick style. Like, yo, bring a little bit more of that John Wick creative action. Maybe a more hand-to-hand combat. If Keanu Reeves can fight like that and shoot people like that, Will Smith, you still got it. Y'all the same age, son. You know what I'm saying? Don't let Neo upstage you again. You know, I know you passed on the Matrix, so don't let Neo pass you up again. Will Smith, you can still do it. Martin Lawrence, hey yo, let him stay back. You know, hold the gun behind the counter, behind cover, and just make jokes. I think that works well. I think it works well as that dynamic, because you ain't gonna see Martin Lawrence flipping over shit, you know what I'm saying, and trying to be the action star hero. I think he's good as it is, and if you keep making movies like this, I'll be sure they're day one to see him. So if I had to score Bad Boys for Life, yo, I think I'm gonna give it a 4.3 out of 5, man. I really enjoyed this movie. I'm enjoying a lot of movies here in January, surprisingly. Maybe I didn't really see the straight up shitty ones, but so far, shit like 1917, Bad Boys for Life, Just Mercy, it's turned out to be a fire month for movies. I don't know what February has in hold, but I'll be there. Well, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. What did you think of Bad Boys 3? Let me know what you thought of Bad Boys for Life down below in the comments. If you really like this video, yo, hit me up that thumbs up. And if you really like this content, consider subscribing to the Q Review family. And as always, don't just stare at it, eat it. Peace.